Hello, my name is Riska Fauziah from class 331C07, and now I would like to do the student task for meeting 12. Part 1. Read all the numbers correctly. Fin, feel, fail, fine, sniff, half, fill in, finish it, feels fine, 5, 4. Form, February, full front, family, office, if, sofa, wife, profile, love, telephone, photograph, beautiful, photographer, comfortable, myself, after, soft, Mr. Puffin, Phillips, difficult, real, fine, fail, view, live, half, Vera, living, have, very November, 5, village living, love, folly, driving, lovely, van, life, leaves, picture, arrive, we, will, west, wet, wine, well, when, woods, everywhere, well, why, sandwiches, wet weather wild, 12, Wendy went white wine, 69, 20, which, were, quite, what was where, quickly, watch more, sweet, walk, away, Gwen, warm, railway, squirrels, wonderful, joke, jack, jam, jazz, deer. Part 2. Read this news. Wellington, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said on Monday, November 29, the country will move into a system of living with the COVID-19 virus later this week, despite the new Omicron variant posing a fresh health threat to the world. There were no cases of Omicron variant in New Zealand at this stage, but the developing global situation showed why a cautious approach was needed at the borders, she said. Omicron is a reminder of the risks that still exist at our borders, Ardern said at the news conference. New Zealand has some of the toughest border controls in the world and plans to. It also introduced fresh border measures for travelers from 9 southern African nations over the weekend, announcing that only citizens from these countries can travel to New Zealand and will have to stay in self-quarantine for for 14 days. Ardern said a lot of evidence still needed to be gathered to know the impact of the Omicron variant. It may impact on our vaccines, but it may not. It may be more severe or it may be more mild than Delta. We simply don't know, Ardern said. Director General of Health Ashley Bloomfield said authorities were looking at the whether more needed to be done at the borders to keep Omicron away. It's really just looking to keep the Omicron out while we learn more about it, Bloomfield told reporters at the news conference. New Zealand moves into a new traffic light system from Friday that rates regions as red, orange, or green depending on their level of exposure to COVID-19 and vaccination rates. Auckland, the epicenter of the country's Delta outbreak, will start at red, making face masks mandatory and putting limits on the gathering at public places. New Zealand has had about 11,000 cases so far and 43 related deaths. Part 3. Read this story. Long ago, the mice had a general council to consider what measures they could take to outwit their common enemy, the cat. Some said this and some said that, but at last a young mouse got up and said he had a proposal to make, which he thought would meet the case. "You will all agree," said he, "that our chief danger consists in the sly and treacherous manner in which the enemy approaches us. Now, if we could receive some signal of her approach, we could easily escape from her. I venture, therefore, to propose that a small bell be procured and attached by a ribbon round the neck of the cat. By this means, we should always know when she was about, and could easily retire while she was in the neighborhood." This proposal met the general applause, until an old mouse got up and said, "That is all very well, but who is to bell the cat?" The mice looked at one another and nobody spoke. Then the old mouse said, "It is easy to propose impossible remedy." So that is all of my student task for meeting 12. Thank you so much.